All right, Jenna, so the first thing I need you to do is make sure you have this information filled out on the very first page of your exponent rules quick reference in your little book. So pause it and copy down all that information. I want you to find the page that starts with number 25 in your book, and I need you to do 25 through 31s, the ones in purple. When you're done with that, I need you to do the Y5 IXL. And after that, pause the video and do those things, and when you're done, turn the video back on because we have one more lesson to do. All right, when you're done with the things I just told you to do, get your 8-5 notes. So, we've done a couple different things. When I multiply an x with an exponent with an x with an exponent, I really just add x plus 4 plus 3 equals x to the 7th. When there's an exponent on another exponent, I multiply x 4 times 3, so that would be x to the 12th. So those are very different. Today, I'm going to show you what we do when we have quotient of the powers of a property. When you are dividing exponents with the same bases, keep the bases the same and subtract the variables. If there are coefficients, divide them. Okay, so what we've been saying before, we multiply the big numbers, add the little numbers. Well, now we're going to start dividing the big numbers and subtract the little. So let's do some examples. So these bases are the same, 2 over 2. So I'm just going to copy down the bases and subtract the exponents. So that would give me 2. 12 minus 5 is 7. 2 to the 7th. If you type that in your calculator, it would say 128. All right, same thing again. Keep the aces, and I'm going to subtract this. 5 minus 7 is a negative 2. Well, if you remember from previous lessons, that is illegal. He has to go to the basement till he can learn to make good choices. So I'm going to put the 1 on top, the 8 over 2 in the basement. 8 squared, that would actually, if you type that in your calculator, it would be 1 over 64. Keep the base the same. 7 minus 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. X 1. All right. Now, this is different because I've got these coefficients right here that are in front. So if you put 4 over 2 as a fraction in your calculator and you hit enter, it would tell you 2, because 4 divided by 2 is 2. All right, and then I've got my x. I'm copying down my exponent, and I'm going to do 10. It's division, so I subtract negative 15. 10 minus negative 15 would give me 2x to the 25th. Nothing's negative. The exponent's not negative, so he gets to stay upstairs. All right. If you type 16 over 4 as a fraction in your calculator and hit enter, it would change that to a 4. Now, the x's go with the x's. So x, 2 minus 5. And then I got a y. There's nothing right here on the y, but when there's nothing there, we know it's really a 1. So now it's y, 4 minus 1. So I'm going to copy down my 4, then my x. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Y, 4 minus 1 is 3. All right, this guy right here is illegal. He is making bad choices. So we are going to keep the 4y to the third on the top and move that x to the third to the bottom so he can learn to be positive. All right, this next one, I got a 5 and a 5. 5 over 5 in your calculator will equal 1. So that's just going to be a 1. I got 1A, 6 minus 9. And then the B just has a 5 on it. There's nothing to subtract. So I get 1A to the negative 3, B to the 5th. This guy's making bad choices. He needs to go to the basement. 1B to the 5th stays on top. A to the 3rd goes downstairs. All right, I'm adding one more step in here for you. Well, we're kind of doing something different now. When you have a fraction with an exponent, distribute the exponent to everything in the numerator and everything in the denominator. When distributing, multiply the exponents. Then you'll subtract the exponents in the fractions. So let's see what I'm talking about. So I've got this 4 over 6 to the 3rd power. That means everybody gets a turn. 4 to the 3rd over 6 to the 3rd. If you type that straight in your calculator, you will get 64 over 216. And then if you reduce that, you get 8 over 27. This next one, everybody gets a turn. The 2 gets a turn, the x gets a turn, and the 5 gets a turn. 2 to the 4th, x to the 4th, over 5 to the 4th. 2 to the 4th is 16 in your calculator. X to the 4th is x to the 4th. 5 to the 4th is 625. So that's your answer. All right. Now, that guy gets it, and that guy gets it. So when I see two exponents together like that, I multiply them. So 6 times 3 is 18. So the top x is an 18. The bottom x, I just give them the 3. Okay, but now I can subtract like we did up there, up to the top of the page. 18 minus 3. 18 minus 3 is x to the 15th power. All right, so who gets a turn in number 10? Everybody gets a turn. The 4 gets a turn, the 2 gets a turn, the 2 gets a turn, and the 3 gets a turn. 4 to the 5th, y. I'm going to multiply 2 times 5. On the top, I get 2 to the 5th on the bottom, y, 3 times 5. So 4 to the 5th, 4 to the 5th is 1,024. 2 to the 5th is 32. All right, y, 2 times 5 is 10. On the bottom, y, 3 times 5 is 15. All right, if I type 1,024 divided by 32, I actually come up with 32. Y, 10 minus 15. So that gives me 32y to the negative 5. Well, these guys are making bad choices. Send them to the basement. That would be your final answer for that one. All right, one more. This one's kind of tricky. So the 4 only goes to the things that it's right outside the parentheses on. So the 3 to the 4th and C, 3 times 4 is 12. And then I'm just going to copy down what's at the bottom. 3 to the 4th is 81, C12, over 3, C2. Now I just need to subtract that 12 minus 2. Well, first to do 81 divided by 3 is 27. C, 12 minus 2 is 10. That's your final answer there. All right, copy all these down and send me a picture. Thank you.